Welcome back. We've got Shannon Becker in the studio with his big three stories of the week. Good morning, Shannon.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm great. It's
Good.
nice to see you.
Happy New Year, all right?
Happy New Year.
Let's take a look at the big three stories as we round it out 2025. I'm Shannon Becker. A head-on fatal crash earlier this week in McDonald County on Highway 76. It closed the highway. It was really, really cold that morning. Crash happened about 4:45 in the morning. Not necessarily sure what occurred completely. However, they do know the pickup truck driven by a man from Bella Vista, Arkansas, crossed the center line and struck three people from Neosho head-on. A driver from Neosho, a 44-year-old man, died at the scene. Our number two story, live and local. It was a chaotic New Year. It was about an hour into the new year. Shots rang out in the Joplin Bar District, and then Joplin police spotted that suspect vehicle. As they were pursuing the vehicle across town, here are images of a crash. Two police officers crashed in that pursuit of that vehicle. Well, here's where it ended up. It ended up along the CPKC railroad tracks on South Texas. There it is there. It got stuck in the mud and couldn't move anymore. As Joplin police were still working on that scene, we went back to the original crash scene where the police were. Amazingly, the three officers and a canine that was involved in the crash were not injured. Took out a utility pole there, one of them overturned. Just extensive damage. You would think it would be a lot worse. They still have not named the suspect, but they do know who the suspect is, and they're still searching for them now. It was an isolated incident, though. It's not like it was a random crime. Our number one, jln-news now, live and local story. I got a tip that someone was moving a mobile home with a skid steer. That is like a little bitty scoop shovel pulling a skid steer down the county road. So I thought, I gotta check this out. And sure enough, we found it in Carthage on a dead-end road going down westbound street. Now, here's the deal. You have to have permits when you do something like this. It was too wide for the roadway. It was too long for the roadway. And probably it was overweight for the roadway as well. Also, possibly could have hit some mailboxes. Yes, I saw some mailboxes knocked over, which then would be a larger crime. You know what I mean? You have to watch out for utility lines. You have to watch out for stop signs. When they move something this big, they pull them out of the ground, and then they make the turn, and then they stick it back in the ground. So it's a really, really big ordeal. Don't move a mobile home in the dark with a skid steer. Could get in trouble. And then our bonus story of the week, talking about the new year. This was really, really cool. It was the ball drop, the only ball drop in Oklahoma. They held it in Miami. This is the inaugural event that they have. So the ball dropped down, and then when it hits the 2026, that's it. See? 2026. Is that cool? Oh my gosh. It was really, really fun. There were about 600-700 people there, and a lot of families. It was just a good family time. It only was from 10 until midnight. The weather, it was so amazing. The weather was that night. So jln-news now, live and local, big three. Congrats, Miami. It was great. It was
yes,
great.
it looked really nice.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun.
Well, thank you again, Shannon, for coming. We'll be right back.